Hey guys, Trapper John here from It's A Trapp Gaming, and here are my 17 predictions for E3 2017. So coming in at number 17, I believe that Kojima himself will show up at the Sony press conference to present Death Stranding gameplay. We'll finally get to see what the game looks like, how it'll play, the weird throwing sticks at each other, what all is going to be going on with that. For anyone who does not know what Death Stranding was, that is the Norman Reedus does not have a belly button game, and there's also a Sea of Babies. That was what the first trailer showed off, and then we got a crazier trailer with actual Del Toro carrying a baby into a thing, and the new villain is introduced. So, that's where we're at with that. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen with this game. So at number 16, I believe that FIFA 18 will be releasing alongside every other release it'll have for the September-August release they typically do. They will be releasing on Nintendo Switch. I think with the success of how well the Nintendo Switch has sold, the availability is finally getting better for the Switch. I think everything is finally looking up for the Switch, and we will see a lot of new titles coming to the game. So at number 15, Crackdown 3 will be releasing alongside the Xbox Scorpio. I have a feeling this will be released this holiday, along with the Scorpio. You know, that's the new system that with the crazier upgrades to the graphics and everything. I covered it a couple weeks ago in a story of just the one image. If you guys could see what the current render rate is in the Scorpio, it is incredible. It's nuts. But I think Crackdown 3 will be releasing with that. Let's go ahead and stick with this same story. Coming in at 14, I believe that Sea of Thieves will be getting a public or private beta, but there will be a beta coming for the Xbox Insider program or anything that you will play the game, because I know it's in the technical alpha right now. You will be able to play the game at some point this summer leading into the fall for a potential release in the spring. Spring seems like the perfect time for me to release that game. If you could do it in February or a March, driving yourselves the Scorpio, there's a huge possibility if you were to hit that launch window. And I think that's what they're aiming for. I can't wait to play it. I have got to play a little bit in technical alpha, and I'm not going to lie, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I can't wait to get on there with my friends and do all of the cool pirate stuff that pirates do. You know. Coming in at number 13, Bethesda at their press conference will announce that VR will be available across all platforms, including PlayStation VR, Oculus, the HVC, and the Rift and HoloLens. All of this will be available for Fallout 4, Doom, and an unnamed project that they will be teasing a little bit here and there. I have a feeling this will all be released at some point this holiday. They'll slowly unveil it, just like they did with the mods for everything else. And of course, coming in at 12 for this whole thing to go along with it, this unnamed project, I have a feeling, might be Elder Scrolls 6. If not Elder Scrolls 6, we'll get something along the lines of Elder Scrolls to use with this VR. It won't be made exclusively for VR, but it'll be something nice to have. I know that last year they talked about the 3 open world projects they were working on that were unnamed, and I believe that 2 of them will be shown at this press conference. Of course, Elder Scrolls, and the other one we'll be talking about later. But I'm really looking forward to it. They've done great at E3 these past couple years. I'm really looking forward to their press conference to see what they're going to be adding different this time around. So coming in at number 11 will be that Mario Odyssey will be getting a release date this October of 2017. This will be coming this year. They've shown a good bit. I personally thought it was going to be May, and May has come and gone, and it's not here. I think October is the perfect time for this. You're going to hit the holiday traffic. You can have bundles. A ton of new things for the Switch coming along with it this holiday season. I expect a ton of bundles being available. A really decent price bundles coming out as we get into the holiday also. So coming in at number 10 is that Metroid will be getting a side-scroller exclusive to the Nintendo Switch that will be released this holiday season. This will be shown at their conference. They're going to talk about the details of how this is looking, how it'll show the Nintendo Switch's power and all this stuff, taking it on the go. I believe that's what's going to be happening. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to play it. I know there's a rumored 2 Metroid games being released or announced at E3, and this is one of them. And to go along with that story, coming in at number 9 is going to be that Metroid 4 will be released for the Nintendo Switch. It'll have a spring release date. I have a feeling this will be their spring title that they want to carry on into the summer, just like they did with Breath of the Wild. This will be your big title that you're looking forward to on your Switch. It'll be exclusive to it. It'll look great. It looks awesome. You'll have Samus outside of the actual Metroid suit into the whole stories. It'll be incredible. I cannot wait to get my hands on it, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do with this. So coming in at number 8 is that Red Dead Redemption 2 will make its appearance at the Sony press conference. We'll see gameplay, more details from Rockstar themselves. Rockstar does not do E3, but I have a feeling with the exclusive contract that they have with Sony, I could see them showing up and presenting the game in its entirety and showing people what to expect from this game, especially with the exclusive content that they are putting onto the platform. I see that being explained, more details emerging for why it was pushed back, what to expect with the release date, and a possible release date being announced for some time. We never know. It could be very interesting, but I do expect that being shown at the E3 press conference for Sony. At number 7, we have Far Cry 5, and the huge announcement that was this past week that the game's coming in February. I see them showing more and more at the Sony press conference since that trailer was wrapped in Sony exclusive stuff. I know it's exclusive skins, but they'll detail some more. If it's like the past, there will be some exclusive missions, new weapons, a ton of new things. I cannot wait to get my hands on this in February. I hope it stays February, and I hope they do not push it back anymore. I want to play this game as soon as I can. At number 6, we will have The Last of Us 2 will be released in March of 2018. That would be the ideal release in my mind to put the game out. Put it out sooner. I'll play it as soon as I can. But that would be the perfect release date for that title. Just like they did with the original one. I cannot wait. I'm looking forward to it. The small stuff we got at last year's E3 was cool, interesting, but I want more. I want to see some gameplay. I want to see how this is going to change if you're playing as Ellie, if you're playing as Joel, or if it's a brand new person. We never know. I cannot wait to see what they're going to do. Also going along with Naughty Dog, they'll also show some more stuff on The Lost Legacy, which is coming out in August, along with the remasters of Jak and Daxter, Jak 2, and Jak 3. All this will be discussed in probably that section of the press conference they'll have. Cannot wait to get my hands on it. I cannot wait to play all those games for you guys. I know Jak and Daxter will be the first couple of streams I do. We'll get through those and get all those done. So, at number 5, Days Gone will be getting a huge dedicated part of the press conference to the game itself. Talking more of the details on why the bikers make sense in this world, what you're fighting, what the premise is. And this is getting a release date for October or November. I could see them pushing this game out as soon as they could. With the success that was Horizon Zero Dawn and these brand new IPs, it showed that people want to play brand new games. They want to have these new adventures, these new stories. And this is one that I think will be released in October or November. Have a huge bundle with it, everything else. We have a huge stacked title of games coming out this year, from Destiny 2, Star Wars, to there's a lot of stuff. But adding this on top of it will just be the cherry on top. I cannot wait. I want to play this game as soon as I can. The trailer from last year, I've watched it many times. Just the details of it, of how you're running from a horde and that many zombies on screen. It's impressive and incredible. So, At number 4, this will be the Scorpio dedicated portion of the Xbox thing that will show the changes in the specs, the price range, when this will be released. It'll be holiday of 2017. The bundles that'll be available with it. If you can trade up, if there are certain things, if the Game Pass is mandatory, if you have it on there, if you have a free year, there's a ton of details they can now pull out. Xbox has turned around in these past couple years. They've listened to fans. They have done a lot. I've turned my Xbox on more in these past few months than I have since I've had the console. Just the amount of details and support they put into it is incredible. I'm really liking Xbox now. Really liking the Microsoft division and everybody. Can't wait to see what they're going to do with all this stuff. But the Scorpio, I'm definitely in the market to pick one up if the price is right. Our number 3 story is about Kingdom Hearts 3. How appropriate. We will get a small update onto some brand new worlds that'll be added. Probably Star Wars, probably Marvel, probably a couple other things. Moana. I can see Moana being one of the big ones they add. But into this whole thing, we'll get a small update. Still no word on a release date. I'm not really expecting them to come out and say this is going to be out immediately. But I want them to release the game in full glory and not release half a game and charge me an arm and a leg for DLC later on. But what the main story they're going to do is there will be a Final Fantasy 15 surprise DLC announcement that will be coming out that will fix the end of the game in the Chapter 3 area, the whole thing that's changing, where you go to these corridors and you can go back outside. Things will change and more DLC added onto the story for that. That's what I could see happening, because Square Enix is still trying to sell that game as much as they try not to say they are. That is their main title that they're wanting to do. And it sucks because Kingdom Hearts 3 could be a huge surprise announcement for a holiday release this year that I just don't see happening. So just missing the cut as being the surprise number 1 story for me, coming in at number 2 will be the Star Wars game that Visceral Studios is going to be doing. I'm going out on a limb on this one, and I'm going to say it's an RPG in the current era of the movies. We will see that area. I would love to see them take that whole presence and the idea that you have all these planets and that the New Order's rising. And I would love to see this whole idea that they put together to link in with the movies. You know, there's a lot of stuff you could do. I know there's that one, and there's probably another Star Wars game that's going to be announced this year, along with Battlefront 2. I could see a potential 3 Star Wars games being shown or announced at the EA press conference. Maybe even a Battlefield. You never know. But I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. It's a great year to be a gamer. So before we get to number 1, I want to take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and watching as long as you have. Feel free to go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and below, let me know what your favorite prediction is. What prediction do you have? What predictions do you guys have? What is the title that would make you mark out and go crazy? For me, a couple years ago, it was Fallout 4. When that was announced, I lost my mind. I ran around, and incredible. Just the excitement that was behind that title. I can't wait. What is the game that would make you do that? I want to know the title that would make you guys lose your mind as an excitement that you would have to go out and go pay off and grab immediately.
Kingdom Hearts 3!
Yeah, like that one. So, let me know. And our number 1 prediction for E3 2017 is coming from our good old friends over there at Bethesda. It is going to be that Fallout New Orleans is a real deal thing. It is coming from Obsidian. I want this to be a thing that goes into, hear me out, you have that and you go up the Eastern Seaboard to cap all that. You are not touching Boston, you're not touching that area, but you're also hitting the Ohio Valley and all of the stuff there. There's a lot of potential you could get from this area of the map that has not been shown in any of the Fallout games. I know there's a few books that detail the area, but you could do a potential ton of work, there's a lot of things you could do. I can't wait. I hope this is what happens. This doesn't need to be released this year. If this is announced and they say this isn't going to happen for another 2 years, I'll be happy. I'll be like, great, we have it and it's coming. But, you know, that's what my top prediction I think is going to be, because that was a trademark that happened. They did the same thing for New Vegas and they did the same thing for 4. I'm excited. I hope this is what happens. This will be the one thing that makes me excited. Also, to go along with E3, I'll go ahead and show you guys the schedule of events that will be coming up for E3. So there you guys go. You're seeing the detailed list of what will be shown and where you can watch it or whatever. Stay tuned that whole day on Twitter at It's a Trap 20. That link is below in the description. We will be giving live updates, live reactions to anything and everything that is announced. I'll also be doing some live Facebook videos over my Facebook channel at It's a Trapp Gaming with details of how excited I'll be about what will be announced and what won't be announced, and you never know. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking me with you for this long. All the brand new subscribers, thank you guys. Thanks for hitting that subscribe button. I will catch everyone in the very next video. Have a good one, guys.